Hello everyone and happy Monday. My name is April from April in Pilates, and today I have got a 10-minute get moving session with you, partnership with Yakult. This 10-minute short session is designed just to get your body literally moving. We're going to work from head to toe. We're going to make sure our joints get nice and strong and we're nice and supple, and we'll do a little bit of light stretching just at the end, just to make sure our back is nice and relaxed, because a healthy back, I honestly believe, is a very healthy body. So don't worry if you've never done Pilates before. It's suitable for all levels and all ages, and you could even do this on your lunch break, or if you just got a spare 10 minutes throughout the day. Of course, all these videos are saved onto the Facebook Virtual Village Hall page, so you can come back to it any time you wish. So first things first, we need to make sure that our hips are hip width apart, and our feet are hip width apart, sorry, and most people think that this is the stance that we have, but actually we have the legs together, and then we have the heels out, and then the toes come forward. Everyone's is going to be different depending on your own body, but try and have your toes facing forward. That's the most important thing. And then we just want to align the body from here. So we don't want to overstick with our glutes, and we don't want to stand like this. So I'll quickly go into the backstory of Pilates about how you need to have a nice neutral pelvis and a relaxed spine. So we want a nice upright position, but we don't want to be rounding through. We want to just find somewhere in between, sticking our glutes out and tucking them in too much. Every single person's posture is different due to the fact that we're all different and we all have different shaped spines. But if you can just get the right sort of feeling, it's going to benefit you a lot more when practicing Pilates. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're standing up nice and tall. If you have a tucked pelvis, you cannot have a long spine. The two just don't work well together. It's just physically impossible. So if you have a neutral pelvis, your spine will just align and your shoulders are down, your face and your jaw are relaxed. So these exercises that I'm going to do for you today are really good to help get your body moving, even if you have limited mobility. Some exercises that in Pilates a lot of physiotherapists do, and they swear by them for a healthy body, and we don't want anything too sort of adventurous and make ourselves sore in any way, but they're just everyday exercises that you can do to get yourself moving. So we're going to have the feet hip width apart. Bearing in mind we're keeping this nice neutral pelvis, we're going to bend the knees and then stand back up. So this is a squat. And the reason why I like to talk about the back and the spine and the pelvis before we squat is that when you do a Pilates squat, you bend those knees and then you stand up. Your body should be still stood exactly the same as when you come back up again. So my upper body here, I'm going to bend my knees and lift up. My upper body does not move. It's just my knees that are bending. And when you train your pelvis to be exactly as you are, then that is what really helps to train everything else. And you're going to gain a much better posture from this as well. So it's a win-win all round. So come and sit down and lift up. And we come down and lift. Wonderful. And let's go again. Come down and lift up. And two more. Down and up. And then on the last one, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Come back up and relax. Wonderful. So now we're going to try and just turn on our core slightly. So we're going to have our feet back to our hip width apart position. Bend those knees. And now we're going to tap the foot out to the side and come back in. Now, a lot of standing Pilates work actually really challenges your core and your balance. So your core and your balance go hand in hand. So what you can do is tap the foot either side, or if you want a little bit harder, you can just hover the foot off the floor and bring it back in. Now, as soon as you do that, you're going to start to activate and challenge the left leg. If you feel that's too much for you, that's fine. You can just tap, but you do need to bend your knees. So not only are you working your balance, you're also working into the legs and also into your hips. So it's a good little one to do just to strengthen up. And then come back in, realign, and the other side. So whatever we do on one side, we try and repeat. So if you're hovering that leg off, then you can hover it off, or you can tap with the toes. It's up to you. So doing the squats is very good for your legs and your glutes, and doing this is also good for your thighs and your hips and your posture. Let's do one more. Wonderful. Come back up, and now we're going to work into that core and the size of our body. So having your feet hip width, so just in case you've forgotten, heels out, toes forward, hands are down by your sides, and going back to that perfect posture we practiced right at the start. We're going to have a nice tall spine where your chin is parallel to the floor. And then we're going to bend to the side and then come back in. That's all we're going to do. So your neck always stays in line with the spine when you do Pilates. So we just do little bends here and there. And this is going to help with our side. We try and work in all sorts of planes of movements. That means we work laterally, so in front and behind the body, and do one more each side. Wonderful. And now let's practice our core and our neutral posture once again. So this time we want to make sure that our posture is still perfect, but we're going to take one hand on top of the other. So you don't want your hands up too high because we're going to tuck the pelvis under when we bring the knee up. So probably about belly button height is perfect. And then we're going to bring that knee up and then push it down and then bring it back up and push it down. So when you're bringing the knee up, imagine you're trying to push sand down. You're trying to push sand down with that right foot, and that will really help strengthen your core. Now you should feel it. What happens if your pelvis is tucking is you're going to bring this knee right up here, okay, like you're doing a thriller dance, which is not quite what we're going for. It doesn't quite help, but you're still moving, so technically it could still work. It's always better to use your mind to muscle connection. Let's go to the other side. So one hand on top of the other, pelvis is in neutral. Drop those shoulders, chin is parallel to the floor, and then once you're ready, lift it up and push down. So all of these exercises I've designed for today can really help you strengthen your entire body, your core, and work your posture. And it's really good to allow your body to get moving. So you could do 10 of each in the morning, you could do 10 on your lunch break, and you could do 10 in the evening, and then work it up. You could do 20 in the morning and 20 in the evening of each one. And it just really helps to get your body working as it should. Your body's a very clever machine. It's also very delicate. So we need to try and look after it and respect it as we go throughout our busy lives, and just relax it and strengthen it when we need to. Now we're going to do a very nice stretch for the entire back. So when I see people do this, they do it sometimes very rushed. I only have a minute left, sadly, but we're going to I'm going to teach you how to do it really well. So your feet are hip width apart. We nod the chin down towards the chest, and then we round through that back. We bend the knees, and then you want to keep bending your knees so you feel it in your lower back here. So most people tell me, April, my back hurts, what can I do? And I always say this roll downs throughout the day is one of the best exercises you can do, as it really helps to relax everything within the spine. You're also stretching and relaxing off the lower back going upwards. You're letting your arms and your shoulders rest, and you're letting your chin and your face relax. As long as you're tucking your chin under and you're not up here, you want to be right in here. Now, if you can, and you've got the flexibility, or maybe you want to gain some flexibility, you can have your fingertips onto your toes and then straighten your legs as best you can. If you can't quite manage that, but that's a little goal, then I recommend after a good walk, you try and touch your toes as best you can, and that will help to increase your flexibility. To come out, I would very slowly roll all the way back up, come up to standing, and then come back to that perfect posture as best you can. I really hope you enjoyed this 10-minute get yourself moving. There's lots of other things going on this week within the virtual village hall, so make sure you come back to that. And like I say, this video will be saved to the page so you can view it anytime you wish. I recommend if you try and do it maybe once or twice a week and then build it up slowly to 3 or 4, you will definitely feel such a huge improvement, not only in your core, also your joints and your mental health as well. Thank you so much for joining me as always, and I shall see you next Monday at 12 o'clock for more Pilates. Bye bye.